Hello, amigos, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy here in Miami, Florida. How are you guys doing this morning? It's almost the weekend, all right? We got some more fights coming up this weekend. We got Lomachenko and Kambosos. That should be an entertaining fight. I see, although Lomachenko has lost a little bit of his abilities because of age and everything else. You know, I have always said that Kambosos was a one-hit wonder. Was able to face Teofimo Lopez at the right time at the right moment, but afterwards that was it. He's been bested by Devin Haney easily twice, and like I said before, one-hit wonder, Kambosos. So I truly believe that Lomachenko will be able to beat him up and down the ring and maybe even stop him. That is a big possibility. But today I want to talk about something that I saw yesterday on one of the YouTube channel creators, Mill City Boxing, where he is interviewing Jay Panda, the trainer and coach of Subriel Matias and Camarón Cepeda and many other great fighters. I believe that Jay Panda is one hell of a coach, one hell of a manager, one hell of a trainer. He's done great with Subriel Matias. He's got him focused. It's been the best thing for Subriel Matias' career to go and train in Mexico. And we have seen actually the difference and how much Subriel Matias is so hungry to be able to fight the best and to be able to achieve greatness, okay? Well, another thing that I noticed, and I'm going to get back to that point in a second, was that looking at the record of Subriel Matias, BoxRec, and thanks to that sub, that listener who actually told me about this. I was not aware, but Subriel Matias is ranked 10th in the pound for pound list in the rankings of BoxRec. All right, he's number 10 in the pound for pound ranking by BoxRec. So that is a great achievement. We have a great generational fighter in Subriel Matias, ranked top 10 in BoxRec. I know a lot of people don't give him credit, and there's a lot of people that criticize him and whatnot, but he has been able to defeat every single opponent by knockout, all right, 100% knockout ratio. Not too many people can do that. And the way and fashion he has done it, and the people he has fought, undefeated fighters, top level fighters, guys, top level fighters. And like I've said before, one thing is being well known and famous in the media, and another thing is being a good fighter. Right? You can be well known as or notorious, like Rolly Romero was, and he was garbage. And that's one of the things that I've said. Just because you're famous, just because you have a following, doesn't mean you're a good fighter. All right. So there's a lot of guys that fly under the radar, especially on those who are casuals and do not know the sport of boxing, who are excellent fighters and are avoided at all costs by top level so-called elite fighters. All right, but Subriel Matias has faced them all, and defeated them in a spectacular fashion. So going back to that interview, Mill City Boxing, I was talking to Jay Panda Nahar, and one of the things that they were talking about is the upcoming fight between Subriel Matias and Lee Amparo. And Jay Panda said, listen, you know that, and I'm paraphrasing right now, guys, but he said, Subriel Matias is a person that actually, when he speaks something, is not out of being boastful or blowing smoke up people's butt or trying to be, vociferous, or a person that actually is bragging or anything like that. What he says, he means, and what he means, he says. When he's talking to you And you can see the difference between Subriel Matias and some of these other charlatans. That Subriel Matias, when he talks to you about something, he is serious. You can see his body language. He's not screaming. He's not, jumping up and down. He's not insulting. He's not using bad words or profanity or anything like that. Like, the Devin Haney's, like the Tank Davis of the world, and all these other, Teofimo Lopez, all these other guys who try to appear tougher than they really are, and yet are avoiding to fight the top fighters. Subriel Matias, when he's saying something, and it's like, it reminds me when I was in the Marines, you had a sergeant talk to you, in a low voice, low tone of voice, not screaming or not anything, but he would look at you directly and would tell you to do something, and you knew this guy was not playing. This guy was not playing, all right? And you can tell when somebody is not screaming and trying to hype themselves up and try to look tough by screaming and saying profanity. It's all bark and no bite. Well, Subriel Matias is all bite and no bark. Subriel Matias remains quiet, remains, humble, but once he gets you in the ring, he takes your head off. He puts you in a hospital. He destroys your career. That's who Subriel Matias is. And J Panda, what he said is, he goes, listen, Subriel Matias is going to be fighting in front of his people, in front of his fans, in his own home. In his own home. Matias says, you're going to have to kill me to beat me. They're going to have to kill me inside the ring in order to be able to beat me. And when Subriel Matias says that, and I've heard other people say similar stuff, but I say, oh, yeah, whatever. But when Subriel Matias says something like this, I believe him. You have to believe him. He is not, bullshit artist like all these other guys. He's not a Ryan Garcia. He's not a, Devin Haney. He's not, Pitbull Cruz. Not on the Pitbull Cruz is more, of a humble type of fighter. But lately he's been talking a little smack and trying to be arrogant against his opponent. So we're still out there analyzing Pitbull Cruz and his reaction, and maybe it's gone to his head, that victory over that tomato can called Rolly Romero. But if you compare Subriel Matias with these other fighters, all right, all the shit they talk, and I always knew that when I was in the service, when you had somebody that you were going to fight, something like that, and they're talking loud and everything else, once they get punched, once they get hit a few times, hey man, they start running. They start running. It's all bullshit. It's all, trying to appear tough. And the real tough people, the real people that you have to be concerned about are those quiet ones. All right? The ones that are quiet, the ones that actually walk the walk and do not talk the talk. Because Subriel Matias is not boasting or saying anything like that. He's just saying what he means. He's saying, listen, I'm going to be fighting in front of my people. I'm going to be fighting in Puerto Rico. This is the fight that I need in order to go to the next level, all right? And a great victory against a tough opponent, a very courageous opponent, an opponent who hasn't backed away, an opponent like Liam Paro, who's fighting for his country and for glory, and is bringing it all. Subriel Matias says, you're going to have to kill me. You're going to have to kill me. And I truly believe that. And like I said in last episode, Subriel Matias is going to destroy Liam Paro. Destroy him, all right? So just remember these words, guys. I really doubt that Liam Paro has anything to defeat Subriel Matias. He probably will win, like I said in the past episode, of a few rounds, the first couple of rounds. And Juan Matias starts hitting him and touching him, and Liam Paro starts feeling that power. He's going to start moving around the ring a lot more. Matias is going to be cutting off the ring with his hands low. And when you see him with his hands low, you know he's in the zone. You know he's got you. It's like a predator coming to get his victim, all right, his next meal. And you can see that in the eyes of Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias is a no-nonsense type of guy, guys. He's a real deal, all right? And those guys that doubt him and hate him just because he's whooping everybody and he doesn't talk shit like your idols and your so-called champions, you know, who talk a lot of smack and then they can't deliver once they're in the ring. That the Teofimo Lopez of the world got beat in his last 2 fights, and they still gave him the nod. The judges gave him the nod against those 2 fighters, you know. And the Devin Haney of the world, who got his ass whooped by, you know, okay, he was drugged up. Ryan Garcia, he was using PDs and all that stuff, but he still got his ass whooped easily. All right. So guys, remember what we're saying here in this channel. All right. Remember what I'm saying. Subriel Matias is the real deal. Subriel Matias is going to deliver. And once he delivers and puts this guy away, and if Liam Paro stays in the pocket, tries to trade it with him, that's going to be a big mistake. If Liam Paro tries to, you know, grapple and hold on to Matias, that's going to be an even bigger mistake. So there's no way I can see Liam Paro win unless he's got that power, that deceiving power to put Matias away and you know, and surprise everybody. I will be the first one to admit I was wrong, guys, but I really doubt it. I really seriously doubt it. Okay, guys, well, anyway, this is all I have for now. Remember to like, share, subscribe. We're almost at 2,000 subs. Please help the channel to get more views or more likes. Share it with your friends. Remember to comment. Anything that you have to say, whether you agree with me or not, is well received in this channel. But until next time, this is Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride, with another episode of Inside the Ropes, saying hasta la vista. God bless you all, and peace.